Yo! Alright guys, we're going to carry on from the last video. We got our little shelf on our table-y thing here. Just a kind of quick review to catch up again. There we go, we put that bottom shelf in. Only looks like a smart monkey worked on it rather than just your average garden monkey. Which doesn't really raise the bar a lot, but whatever, right? So yeah, there you go. So what we got to do today is we're going to clean all this fargan mess up here. I am not planning on doing any more serious wood cutting this year. I'm going to go heavy duty on it next spring, summer, and we're going to, strive to get a bit more done than nothing. I still got to do a lot of painting in the spring when it warms up, and I want to make a little shelfy thing for my garage, which is kind of similar to this bad boy right here. And just smaller dimensions. Basically everything else as far as that goes looks the same. From what I can see, I'm probably going to be going through about 3 cans of gray paint next summer. But that's alright, whatever. But as for now, let's just kind of clean up. I'll keep the camera running, and I'll just, it's going to just be in one static position. And I'll just sort of... first thing we got to do is I want to get this big ugly gray bad boy into the tool room. So we're going to do that. It's gonna be ugly, but we gonna do it. It's gonna be real ugly. Alright, how are we going to do it? Alright, let me just keep the camera running. I'm going to put it way over in the corner there so you get a good wide view. I wish this camera had a little bit wider angle. I could use this. I could use the iPhone, but whatever. This will be good enough. Really, when you're doing stuff like this, what was I going to say? I totally don't remember. Ideally, if you're filming here, it would be having like a 4-camera setup or something. You could have a camera at each end so you could get everything in, and maybe 1 or 2 cameras in the tool room. But yeah, can't do that. That's too, don't have enough cameras. Well, I probably do, but all you'd be doing all day is just running around chasing the batteries. Let me go get my red dolly thing. Hang on. handy to have these dumb straps. They're not dumb, they're handy. Okay, here we go, tucked away, and then in the summer we'll bring it back out and we will paint the back, we'll paint the 2 doors, and we'll cut some shelves for the friggin' thing. Capiche? Alright. Say goodnight. See you in the spring. Now what we do is we keep cleaning. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get all these like sticks of wood grouped together. This gnarly little thing is from the table saw. It's got a bunch of little nails in it. Alright guys, I might be in and out of the frame a bit, but that's probably the best place I can get you at the moment. Let's put our router away. Okay guys, a little update on what we've done so far as I had the camera off for a little while. We've got our tools in our tool cart here. We put some of our bigger tools up on the shelf. As you can see, I'll give you a little scan of those. Alright. And down on the bottom shelf is still a little bit of a mess. Some wires. And down lower, DeWalt table saw, Bosch router table, and just a box of some odds and sods. Oh, there's our clamps, medium-sized ones. A little bit bigger sized ones over here. We still got to do something with this pile of scrap cutoffs here. We've got our table cleared off. We're going to give it a vacuum and go from there. Alright, let me turn the camera off again for a while because it's boring just watching me cleaning up. I'll bring you back when I get a little bit more done, or we'll make a little ending out of it or something like that. Alright gentlemen, we are back in the shop. I turned the fan off for a few minutes because it's so dang noisy when you're trying to record. We're going to carry on with some cleaning up and just trying to get this shop into a little bit better order than what it is, so it's a little bit more usable and a little bit more friendly when you come in, which has kind of been my pet peeve for a while now. It's just not usable enough, which is bugging me. And we're probably going to, try to be in here a little bit more during the colder winter days. even though it's going to suck. You know, this is the time to get into shop projects that don't have anything to do with outside done. Currently it's Sunday, about 12:30 in the afternoon, November 8th, because tomorrow is Remembrance Day. I don't know if, I'm not sure if they celebrate Remembrance Day in the US. Oh, can't remember, it doesn't matter. But in Canada we sure do. So it's about, also too, it's about 9 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, figure it out. Yeah, so I'm going to do some time lapse because I think just letting the video run gets boring. So I'll just set it on some time lapse. I'll set it for, take a photo every like 10 seconds and it'll stitch itself together, and it might be more interesting. We'll see. And I'll set the camera on super duper wide angle. That way it gets everything. And hopefully we can make heads or tails of this mess. All right. I tried changing the camera back to auto white balance. I had the white balance locked. And I think in the shop, because everything is so like yellowy orange, the white balance I had it set to manually was too orange. I noticed I had it set to about 5,000 K, and when I set it to auto, it dropped way down to under 3,000. So I think that's where some of my shop videos were just, I couldn't ever get the color right on them. So, you know, sometimes you got to change your way of thinking. All right, let's get this thing going, and I don't know how much we're going to get done today. What the project is over in the corner there. Let me turn the camera a bit. This mess over here in the corner is what we're going to clean up. We're going to get all that wood out of the way. We're going to get that other piece of OSB off the wall, which I should have taken some videos initially of me taking all the OSB off these walls and redoing some of the electrical dump, because there wasn't enough plugs in here. I think the original guy, he had like 2 ceiling lights and maybe like 4 plugs in here. It's like, come on, man, what are you doing? So I added a couple more ceiling lights, a couple more plugs. Suits me better. And so we're going to get all this stuff out of the way. We're going to get that last piece of OSB above the window out of there. We're going to just manhandle it off like a 300-pound gorilla. And then we're going to get some more insulation, put it in here. And then we've got one more piece, we got another piece of OSB here, so we'll use that. And we will get it up on the wall. We're going to have to clean up all this mess on this table so we can lump our OSB on here and cut it. It's going to make a huge sawdust mess again, but when you're working in the shop and you've got a shop, that's what it's for. All right, I'll periodically stop the camera from time lapse to update you maybe on what I'm doing. But as for now, let's just motor ahead. Okay guys, as you can see, with a little bit of struggling, we've got that area a bit cleaned up, and we took that old piece of OSB off that was above the window. Unfortunately, the only way to get that stuff off is to trash it off. Nothing is reusable. And we're eating our Christmas orange. I'm going to put some insulation in along here, right under the window. I just had lunch. And probably up to here. And then we'll put some vapor barrier on it. Also, when we're mucking around with insulation, this is the part where we're going to put our mask on. This stuff's nasty, man. Well, the insulation I've got, I'll show you in a second. I don't have enough to finish this whole shop. The wall behind you is just a partition wall that doesn't need insulation in it. And that's probably going to be one of the last walls I ever bought to put an OSB on. I'd also like to get OSB on that little area there between the two garage doors. So there's our insulation. These little bags here are all just little pieces that, you know, little stragglers that you can tuck into nooks and crannies. But that's all we've got left of our big pieces, full-size pieces. Yeah, I don't know if I'm ever going to buy any more. I mean, probably when I run out of insulation using that stuff, it's going to be a long time before I bother spending any money buying more. So, all right, let me get you back into time-lapse mode, and we will carry on. Regular video off the time lapse. As you can see, we accomplished getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cubbies filled with insulation. The top ones, they already had insulation from the last clone that did it. So we're all good to go. We're going to leave it at that for now. Starting to get a bit done. Also, too, I got to get in and start editing some of this dump because it's getting on to a week since I've uploaded anything, so I got to catch up on a bit of my editing. I'm going to keep the editing, try to keep it simple, not too fancy, just to crank out some videos. You know, that's about it. Anyways, next time we come in, we're only going to do a section at a time. Because it gets too, it's too much of an undertaking to do everything all at once. So we're just going to keep it to a section at a time. And then we're going to put some vapor barrier from the edge here to about where I've stopped insulating, to about here. We'll run a little bit of spare here. But yeah, I still got some tuck tape, so we should be good to go. Alright, thanks for tuning in to the Dwoodog and another adventure of mumbling through getting a project done. That's all we do. But if you like this kind of Dwoodog content, I know in the shop gets a little repetitive, but like I've said before, if some of these guys who all they ever do is show themselves cutting firewood or mowing grass or this or that, why not? I mean, this is what the channel is about. I'm not about, you know, I've watched some of the other videos of guys who are all over the map. One day they're fixing their car, and then they're fixing the blender, and then they're fixing the dishwasher, and then they're out, you know, planting flowers and digging fence posts, and you know, they're all over the map. It's like, what is your channel really focusing on? What am I trying to focus on? Just kind of, you know, projects that, you know, the DIY homeowner would need to tackle. You know, Sam's fixing the dryer and the washer and all that stuff. Oh, the fan just kicked off. But yeah, you guys have been watching. You get what I'm doing. I'm trying not to be all over the map on my projects because, like I said, you know, the other guy I watched a bit, he's all over the place, man. He's, you know, just, it kind of looks like gets a little bit too much in a way. It does my head in. So I'm trying not to go down that road. But, you know, on the other hand, I get you got to have content to upload. So, you know, what are you going to do, right? But I'm just going to forge ahead and keep going. Anyways, guys, like I said, if you like this content, give me a thumbs up. Give it a, you know, a comment maybe or something. I don't get very many thumbs up and comments. Well, let's face it, I get pretty much none. So, you know, give it a thumbs up. Why not? It only takes a second, man, and it would help me out. I'm trying to establish a little bit of a YouTube channel here. And, you know, it ain't easy. At least I'm not finding it easy. I haven't found that one little recipe gold nugget yet on launching my channel into, you know, a couple thousand views for videos per video. You know, I'm still mucking around with maybe, you know, 50, 60, 100 views per video. That's not much, but I'm having fun. You know, I'm having fun. And it's about, you know, getting stuff done as well. I'm not just out here, you know, on a, you know, let's make videos, so I got to have find something to do. It's more like I got something to do and let's video it. All right. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Sayonara from your old buddy Dwoodog. We'll pick this up next time with Vapor Barrier. And I don't know if we're going to have any in-between jobs. It's pretty wet, mucky, and ugly out right now. Winter, or not winter, but the fall crap weather is definitely kicking our butt right now. So it seems like next May is miles and miles away from getting back on the lawnmower and getting back out there in the garden and stuff. So, all right. Thanks for tuning in. Sign off from the Dwoodog.